Yes, I'm finally here. Good evening. Welcome to Queensville tonight. Nope, I wasn't going to keep it on for an hour. That was a gag at the beginning of the video. I was going to record it for about an hour, but I thought no, we're going to bore people with it, obviously. So, anyway, welcome to Queensville on Wednesday today. Yes, it is Wednesday, and it is the start of a new, fresh video of YouTube's Queensville this week. This week's, well, a bit busy this week. There's some stuff to tell you about. Some talking about some releases in the past. My overview of Queen this week. Yes, I promised this week to do an overview of Queen. So I've got a nice overview of Queen. I'm going to also do an overview of some of these as well from the few years ago, because we're going to revisit those as well with some stuff. We have a few updates happening with the new brand new event happening on Sunday, which is still going ahead. So that's more information I'll come up with later in the show. So I'll tell you more how to get involved in that thing. And last week's Queensville was really good. Really enjoyed all the questions we had last week. And let's have more of those questions, please, tonight, because we have got a lot to talk about as well. This week on the show, we're gonna revisit something that I haven't had in my collection at all, and I was wary about it when it came out, and something that I did kind of want to get and kind of didn't want to get, but something that I really wanted. But that's coming up later. I will have your own opinion about it as well tonight as well. Update on the website as well, happening some new stuff on the website, happening up stuff as well, which is cool. And also just questions tonight on Facebook tonight. If you have any questions answered, let me know, because last week's questions were very, very good indeed. So keep them coming in tonight, because it was really good last week. Really enjoyed it last week. It was great. Queensville's live show. So really, to start off with, before we begin, let's start at the very beginning, as the song would say. Just a little update about myself and what's been happening and everything else. Work's been good. Apart from the incident I had at work this week, which was very, very nasty. I will not talk about that, so we will move on from that situation. We had one person's not with us tonight. Mark is away on holiday this week, so we won't have any questions from Mark this week, which was a shame. So if Mark, you were watching this replay, by the way, mate, don't worry, because some questions will be saved for next week's Google Plus event, which is cool. Right. The first thing I want to mention is about Rock Show Live. There wasn't many uploads on Rock Show Live this week, due to the fact that I've been so tired and I haven't had a chance to edit any of the programs. But luckily, in the next couple of days, since I've got nice 4 days off work, which is wonderful. Thank you very much, guys, for that. It was really appreciated. I am now going to start editing those videos for you, the Rock Show Live ones that you haven't seen, that you've never ever seen those ones, and they're coming up on this week's channel as well. The videos the game videos on the YouTube page are going to get removed from Sunday, and that's the thing we're going to discuss later on, is about this decision, which is the special event on Sunday. And what it means is that this event that I've put on for Sunday is an hour-long live show. It's nothing to do with Queensville, by the way, the Queen side. This is to do with basically the channel itself. And this is the live event that's going to happen. We're going to have like a vote system where we'll have one voting system for videos, for like yes or no thing, so we'll have a category on the screen. And also we'll be having a decision at the end of it where I decide whether the videos stay or go. So that's something that I'm going to keep in mind for next week when I get that all sorted out. But that's all coming up later in the show. I'll explain all of that later. Probably towards the end of the Google event when we sort it out as well. So questions tonight, guys. Any questions you want on Queen, please get them in, and we'll get the ball rolling tonight as well. Cool, isn't it? Right. So last week's Google events. Last week's Google event, we're talking about a lot of stuff with CDs, sound qualities, variations of CDs, and many other things with vinyls and reissues and stuff as well. Now, I actually went back to listen to that video last week, and the video was brilliant. Captures was horrible last week on Google Plus. That was my fault. I apologize for that. But I was going to do an experiment on a video this week, which was going to be experimenting a bootleg quality to an original quality to a sound quality to a mastering quality. Um, that's still going to go ahead. As I say, I'm looking forward to doing that video, so that's something coming up. Just what I was asking about last week was when EMI was issuing those CDs in 1986. I went through the whole catalogue on Discogs last week actually, and you can't believe what the hell EMI was doing at the time. They were pressurising. There must have been just basically splatting them out very quickly, rushing them quickly, and just basically putting them out as their own trademark. It was interesting to see some of the original credits on some of the vinyl, the CDs. Apparently, they kept intact the John Reed on it from all the CDs. Management company was there. Yeah. So I don't know whether the issue with John Reed was actually still allowed to be used on that CD or not, because apparently when I went through all the CDs, his name was on it. His name was on the back credits of Night of the Opera, but it wasn't included on 1994 because it deleted his name off. I don't think that was. I'd seriously think that was not approved by him. But whether those 1986 CDs decide to give you the rights to the Reed establishment name, that's something of an issue that came up this week as well. I also went back to see the, and I'm talking about 1986 by the way, CDs of the Queen's Sheer Heart Attack album, the one I was worried about. Now, artwork was exactly the same. Bog standard, terrible. And the information was right, and the version on the reissue was just chopped on it, which is just terrible, isn't it? But anyway, that's something that I've been wanting to do, is do comparisons of CDs, issues, and stuff. Now, I don't unfortunately have original 86 issues. I only have the 1992 terrible rubbish reissue of Queen One. I'm hoping to get a chance to get a hold of some stuff from that guy on Queen. I didn't know actually that Jamie Queenseller had an account with Discogs. I didn't know he had that actually. That was something of an unusual question I had in mind. But he's got all the Queen stuff on there on his channel. He's selling a load of stuff actually. He's selling also a box set of the Works album, which has just come up this time, which is the Complete Works box set, which I don't have, which I am getting. Yes, I promise this. I'm buying that. But I think the first thing to buy is the Rainbow one, which is the one I've been talking about last week, which was just incredible to see. And if anybody decides to get that box set, do buy it, because it is the best of the lot. Don't care if you have to break the bank balance. Don't care if you have to break your money in it. Do buy it. And seriously, it is really, really cool. It's a great box set to have. It's really amazing. Great artwork and great stuff in it. And it's great CD notes as well, which is unbelievable. So I do recommend to track it down, hunt it down, and buy it. It's seriously, really, really good. Right, next thing to discuss is this CD that I kind of was a bit iffy about it last week. I mean, I had sorry about that. I had a Skype call last week with Mark, David, and Alan, and it was a great Skype call we had as well, which was really, really cool. We also had talked about a lot of stuff from Queen, the new album, and also discussing about variations of the album coming out, which is Queen Forever. I did promise to have more information about Queen Forever. All I understand is that they have got another 2 tracks confirmed on the album, but they haven't told us what it is yet. They haven't said anything about what it is, which is fine. It's fine. We don't mind. We can wait until there's something special on the album that's going to come out. As I say, it's going to be a good release of it. I think it's going to be a hell of a release from thingies. I know that it's definitely is coming out on vinyl. There's a two album set on vinyl. There's also going to be CD issue, two CD set. I think it is. I think it's going to be. I also yes, it's also going to be released on digital download. So if you guys want to get it for free on torrents, you can get it for free. It's just fine for me. Still haven't seen anybody upload that concert yet on YouTube yet, or anybody's putting it on. So I don't know if anybody's going to put that on YouTube. But if anybody decides to rip that DVD of the concert, put it on YouTube, please. It'll be outstanding to see on YouTube. We'll see if you'll get a lot of views for it. Even if Queen Productions put it on, they stream it live. Do it, because that'll be cool. It'd be really cool to see that. It'd be really good. So I want to see. I still want to see the DVD print of it. I want to see what the DVD print is really good. Apparently, it is supposed to be in good HD. It's no, it's VHS, but I know it's definitely it's VHS quality, but it'd be true HD on it, which is going to be well worked on that. So I'm looking forward to seeing the print of that actually from last. No one's uploaded it onto torrents yet because torrents has been down this week. It's been going uppy downy thing, which has been ridiculous as well. White border screens all the time. It's like maintenance on maintenance, and it's like no, it's terrible. It's really bad. Speaking of downloads, this week's downloads were very interesting. They got a lot of good new music on my drive. The new Slipknot album is not Queen related, but the new Slipknot album is very, very predictable to be a good hit this year. The new single, "The Devil and I," that was released, is really flipping brilliant with a band in the video, which is really cool. Recommend it. I recommend it a lot, which is really, really amazing. And speaking of bands, I don't know why, but for some very weird reason, now I love the band Ghost, and the Ghost BC or whatever the name is, incredible band. The band who we don't know who they are because they will not give their real names out. This is a weird thing that happened just about last week. Now on Saturday, I had a great day off work. I basically relaxed in bed and just basically on my Kindle, and I was looking around my drive because I've got a big drive. Seriously, my computer's big. And Ghost's album, the first album, right, fantastic album. The second album, right, if anybody's got the second album of this one, you'll be in for a shock. You'll be in for a shock of this. And I am convinced that this is about what it's about. Now, the song on the album, the second album, Interrenzum, the Red album from Ghost's album. Has anybody heard that album all the way through? Has anybody heard the song Monstrous Clock? Right? That is seriously fantastic, with this brilliant production on it, which has got like a choir on it, and the song is so brilliant. I mean, I'd seriously say that whoever wrote that song, please, that is just the best ever song for who I convinced who that song is about. And I am positive that's based on Rosemary's Baby, because at the end of the song there's all this chant that goes on the end of it, which I'm very convinced that is based on Rosemary's Baby, and I'm positive they wrote that for Mia Farrow as well. But like from the film side of it, Rosemary's Baby is one of the most amazing films ever made by brilliant director. I seriously say that if everybody has ever seen this, the film Rosemary's Baby, it's one of the classic films ever done by Mia Farrow. It is seriously fantastic. But what I didn't understand was that the song that they wrote called Monstrous Clock was apparently about Lucifer and all this business going on. And I'm bloody convinced, if you guys can tell me out here, if you've heard that song, the end of the track, where it says, come together, together as one, that chant, I am positive that chant is based on Rosemary's Baby. Positive it is. And Chris, if you're watching this video, by the way, mate, check it out. Monsters Clock from Ghost. You've got it on your drive. Play it. End of the track. That is positive. That's Rosemary's Baby. I'm positive that is. So check it out. Because it's bloody interesting, that song. But what I like, and this is something that I was going to discuss in the last Queensville event. We had mess up with the audio on this one. This is something I was going to discuss. I had this is going on my mind for a little bit now. If you guys want to skip to the Queen bits, then don't. Stay for this bit because this bit's interesting. Right now, I had a chat with Mark, David, Leander, and Alan last week on this conversation I had last week, and what I can tell you is that I was correct all along. The music scene, and I mean the music scene in the UK, has now gone potty to God knows what. The music scene in the UK has sucked so bad for the past 10 years, has been nothing but dribble. And the only thing keeping it alive is metal. And as Dio's always said, metal will never die. It will never ever die. Rock music will never die. I can't stand the UK music scene. I'm sorry to say, because you have artists signed to companies and they're getting paid from the companies. I despise this. I hate it. It's horrible. Why do we have to have the UK messed up with so much rubbish in the world? Dreadful songs come out. Horrible productions. People cannot do the job right. So why is it, right, that we don't have any metal guys in the charts in the UK? Because the UK doesn't want to do that. Because apparently it's pop orientated. And God knows where I start with this conversation. Because the thing I don't like is when people do cover songs. When I researched a couple of weeks ago, apparently the scene in the UK has got the most ever samples used from tracks that I don't even get permission to use. Now, many years ago, 1996 it was, 1996, I was working for a company, I won't going to say, I won't mention, but I worked for a company, and I remember there was a story going around on Radio 1, apparently that people who were getting rights to songs were supposed to ask permission from either the writers, producers, the creditors, or the thing on it. Now, this does come at the category of Queen, by the way, because this Queen thing that was mentioned before. Now, a few months ago, I remember doing the Queensville event, and I told you guys that there was a song hawking around when somebody was sampling a Queen song, right? Oh, now, we all know for a fact that, obviously, first of all, Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. I didn't know this until I've researched this out, and I'm absolutely can't believe what the hell happened on this. That song, right, was illegally didn't get permission to use. Apparently, it was sampled on his album, but unfortunately, he didn't pay the rights for the song. But according to an interview that he did a few months ago, the rapper decided that he paid $9 million to Hollywood Records. Now, that's a lie for a start. He didn't even do that. So what he did was he just basically decided to take the track of Queen's Under Pressure and mix it with his horrible, terrible thing on it, and And yeah, and so that was nicked from the band, and they didn't give them permission at all to use it. So whoever decided to do that, mess up with that album, then it's terrible. Worst ever thing ever done for the 90s. Terrible, terrible song. But this gets back to sampling single songs and stuff. Well, remember when we had that horrible Flash, bloody awful remix that came out? That was never, ever, ever licensed by Queen, right? Nothing to do with Queen Productions. Again, nicked the track. Didn't have any involvement with Queen at all. Didn't get permission off Brian May or Roger Taylor. They couldn't stand it. With awful, awful remix. Terrible. So, this is what I think, right? That the UK music scene has sucked so bad in the last century or so, where we haven't had any bands like Slipknot. The metal era of UK metal scene has been great, but I'm talking about the scene now in the UK has just been, for bands. I mean, bands. What can I say about bands? I mean, look at that horrible boy band that's just been out in the market with Simon Cowell, who's bloody rich millionaire of the world, right? One Direction's the best boy band in the world, and they're worth what, $20 million? They're $20 million each, aren't they? That's insane. That's just insane. You get a pop mogul like Simon Cowell, who's doing who gives out his advice of how to make a band. I'm sorry to say, but you can't call yourself a band if you don't play guitar or drums or bass, keyboards. That's a band, right? That's a band. Boy band. What? Stand on stage and sing? Can't even sing. They can't sing live. No one. This is what I like as well. When people sing live, I'm convinced that some of them don't sing live to mic. It's all mimed. It's all just on stage. It's just ridiculous. So here's something for the UK, who I will say, you suck. Germany, Sweden, and all the European continents of the metal world, right, is better now this year than last year and the year before. This year has been much better for metal and rock for this side of the UK. Don't even go there. That's why I don't have any of that shit on my drive. Nope. So, UK, sort yourself out. Get more rock music in there. I mean, how the hell Edgar's album went #1 in the UK chart was unbelievable. Brilliant. And it's a good album as well. Space Police is a good album. Especially with the Roger Taylor song, Lord of Myself, which is very weird. Has anybody ever heard the new Edgar album with that Lord of Myself on it? Sounds like Sasha's trying to do Tobias Summit. Sounds like he's supposed to be doing like a Roger Taylor sort of thing on it. It is very, very good. That's a good song. But I think it was written for Roger. But I really think they should. If Roger had recorded that song, Alone Myself, I would have been champion to do it. But it's a very good album, actually. Very good album. Very, very hyperactive and in mode of that as well. Right. Last week on the show, I played you some songs from Adrenaline Rush's album. The album that came out. And I really love that album so much. Brilliant. Chris loved it. He gave it a 10 out of 10 for that album. It was awesome. We were trying to figure out who the hell she sounded like. And we were going on and on and on and on and on. And we just couldn't get an answer out of it. But literally, we did get an answer for it. Which came out as Susanna Hoffs, apparently, from the Bangles. Which was, I said, no, I don't think it sounds like that. But I tell you what, they're now due to do a UK tour next year. Looking forward to that UK tour next year. I think it's going to be really, really good for us. Okay, that's enough of that stuff going on. Now we're going to talk about Queen now. Back to Queen. This is Queensville, not talk about music and stuff, but it is music related in a way. Okay, now we're going to go on to something else now. This week, we are going to talk about an album that came out, well, in 2008 it came out when the catalogue was just reissued. Or 2011, I think it was. And yeah, we're going to talk about something tonight which I kind of really want to do, and it is this compilation called Deep Cuts. And Alan has requested for me to do an overview and a review of these CDs. I'll talk about that in a minute. First of all, can I have any questions first tonight? Any questions tonight, please? Let me know. Don't have any questions tonight? No, no questions tonight at all. Oh, you don't have any questions tonight for some reason. Why is that? Because YouTube. Oh, I know why. Because it's the Facebook page is having a bit of an issue with it, I'm afraid. So, get your questions a little bit late, I'm afraid, on that one. So, we'll come back. Don't worry, we'll come back to the questions later in the show. But anyway, let's talk about this thing, Deep Cuts. Get off my screen. Stop watching life. It is Deep Cuts. Yes, the 3-disc set that came out from Queen Productions and also Ireland and Universal. And yeah, Alan says, will you do an overview of it? I will do an overview. Now, I don't actually have these CDs. I don't have the downloads of this. Now, I kept away from this. Good compilation. But what people don't understand is that this is actually a sample of the remasters that Bob Ludwig did for this compilation, right? God, I don't know where to start with. I don't. Compilation CDs for me. They look good if we have decent tracks in them and we have decent music on them and decent productions. Now, this is obviously handpicked by Brian May and Roger Taylor, right? For the release of it, when they went back in and looked at all the catalogue and went through all the. When they were doing the remaster at the time of the seas, that this is the time that it came out. So you have to realise that this was handpicked by the band, and I mean, yeah, it's a great job. They go through all their list of songs and they decide the reasons, all the reasons why, where it was written that way, and yeah. So first of all, we're going to talk about the artwork first on each one, and I have got these scanned as well. Scanned, I should say, download. I had all these pieces of Google Discogs, but these and stuff. Right, well, Deep Cuts 1 is obviously the shot from one of the 70s gigs anyway, from the front cover. Actually, you got a sticker on it as well, which says here, digging deeper into Queen, handpicked by the band. Deep Cuts is bespoke collection of the biggest. I can't really read that because it's in. I've got my screen so thingy. But anyway, yeah, Deep Cuts 1. It is. I mean, if you guys want to get this CD, get it. But from my point of view, I stayed away. I just kept away from it. I don't know why I did. I don't know why. I just seem to have anyway. Because the track listing is something I have an issue that I had to have. Okay, so what do we start off with? This is number 1. Ogre Battle. Good start. Stone Cold Crazy. My Fairy King. I'm in Love with My Car. Keep Yourself Alive. Long Away. Millionaire Waltz. 39. Tenement Funster. Flick of the Wrist. Lily of the Valley. With those tracks, actually, very nice mix. That is good mix, actually. Very good. Good Company. And The March of the Black Queen. And Not the Gods Who Visited. Not a bad CD, that. Not a bad one, actually. I don't know if there's any difference to Ogre Battle on that album. Ogre Battle and stuff. I don't know whether that would be a different mix of it. Unless that is, it actually says 1975 to 1973 to 1976. Yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah, good tracks in the album, good tracks in the compilation. I don't know what's different. I don't know whether Ogre Battle's different or anything. Yeah, I have My Fairy King's on that for some reason. That's interesting because having that on the album is really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah. So yeah, I just the only reason I don't have this is because I'm wary about compilations and like I think we're just going to get repeat stuff as before, and I didn't really like it because I didn't like the way it was done. But you know, I'm not going to say anything bad about it. But you know, right, number 2. This is a shot from 78, I think. This is 78. Yes, 1978. This is from. Or 80s. Actually, it looks like an 80s thing because the Fred's got a thing on his arm. 1980s thing. Good. So number 2 is, and these are the European versions, by the way. These aren't the American ones. Mustafa, Sheer Heart Attack, Spread Your Wings, Seeing on the Sidewalk, which is a live take. It's Late, Rockets, Dead on Time, Sail Away Sweet Sister, Dragon Attack, Action This Day, Part of the Fire, Staying Power, Jealousy, and the Battle Theme. Why the hell would you put the Battle Theme on that CD? That is so stupid. Because it's one of Roger's best drumming on it. Well, I'm kind of, yeah, no, but I mean, I'm very glad I put the Fires on this and Action This Day. I mean, they're pretty heavy songs, those two. But I'm very glad I didn't put any of the other ones from that goddamn album on. Jesus Christ. I mean, I've said all along that Pod Space is the worst album I think of the world. I don't like it. And then number 3 is the 80s stuff, which is probably one of the most popular ones. This is number 3. So I'll take from the video shoot of Princess of the Universe. Never seen that one before. And yeah, and this is probably the best one of the lot. Made in Heaven, Machines Are Back to Humans, good. Don't Try So Hard, Tear It Up, I Was Born to Love You. I don't know whether that one is that's the thing. I don't know whether that one's the Queen version or the Freddie Mercury version. Don't know. A Winter's Tale, Rather Wild Wind, Bijou. Why did they put Bijou on this album for? Was It All Worth It? Classic track. Never done live. That track should have been done live. Everybody says to me that that song, Was It All Worth It, should have been a live track because it was flipping excellent. In fact, I think that was. There's actually the story about that track I will talk about in a second. That Was It All Worth It. Again, another fun fact probably you guys don't know about. One Year of Love, Khashoggi Ship, which I think that includes the new intro on it, which is a new drum part on that one. Yes, it does, because that's a complete take that one on that one. So that's good to put that one on there. Is This What We Created? The Hitman, Is It a Beautiful Day, which is the heavy version and goes into Mother Love. And then I think that must be a mix apparently that Dave Richards has done for that CD. So it's Beautiful Day and Mother Love. Great, fantastic ending to that one. Yeah. So I might actually get this. I think it's a nice compilation. Some good signals by Gary Taylor and great books, by the way. Unfortunately, there's no digital download of that of the artwork on ecover.to. But that's a cover site I use a lot from the covers when I download on my albums. Download the covers so I don't have to print them all off. But those 3 CDs are good. I mean, I don't have any gripes about it really because I think it's pretty good. That one there, number 3, I think is really good. So maybe this was worth getting this. Number 2, the 80s stuff, 70s and 80s stuff. Probably, yeah, Battle Theme. Should have took it off and should have replaced it with something else. And the first one is actually very good. The 70s stuff's really good indeed. So having Long Away on there is also an interesting feature as well on that, which is good. So I have to say that Deep Cuts complete box set, I'd get it. I would seriously get it. I think it is well worth buying. So if you want a good CD and want it in your collection, I'll get this. Definitely get this. Yeah. And great artwork on it, great sleeve notes and stuff. So yeah, it's cool. So I'd get that. I would definitely get that as well, which is cool. That's the first thing that I'll talk about as well. But let's go back to Was It All Worth It. Now, you guys in the world of Queen, now you will love this bit. What I'm going to tell you. Was it all worth it? Okay, right. if you Queens know, right? If you Queen guys know how this was done, you'll be very impressed with what I'm going to tell you, because you're going to think, right? Now, the introduction to Was It All Worth It? It's got Freddie Mercury singing echoey on it, right? Okay. Well, apparently, that's all his vocal in the very beginning of that track. It's all reversed. It's done. It's apparently what they've done is they took the take on the live one, and what they did is they've reversed the beginning backwards. And if you play it backwards, that way around, you can hear apparently that the echoes and everything is forward. Now you play it backwards, and you get to hear the very beginning of the song in progress, and it's a very clever job how they did it on doing the backwards to that way. So I think it's well worth listening to that sample of it. If you listen to the before it cuts off to the beginning of the piano bit on it, the keyboard bit, play that bit backwards, and you'll realise that is different. Because apparently he's singing forwards. Where they put the echoes on the beginning of it, and they just basically turned the tape around and reversed it on the very beginning of it. So the very beginning Was It All Worth It was done as Mercury's fantastic singing on it. Was, for me, I mean, I was shocked when I heard it backwards, because I played it backwards. Because I've got a tool on me Magic Studio. I always thought about Magic Studio. It's the best tool I've ever used. Play it backwards, on the very beginning of it, you'll hear that Mercury's voice is forward, and the way he did all those high notes is incredible. It's really brilliant. Okay, this is Queensville tonight on YouTube. We're a bit early tonight actually, because we started about 6 tonight. I didn't want to leave you till later, which is cool, which is wonderful. Gary is online now. I think Gary's going to come on in a minute. I've got Alan here. Alan, if you've tuned in, by the way, mate, yes, your review of Deep Cuts is done, so you can have a little bit of a grasp about what you want to do about that. Look at it, interesting. Right. Now, other things to talk about Queen-wise this week. Not a lot of news really happening in the Queen world. Apart from the fact that Queen Zone's been very, very busy with stuff and going on. I want to discuss about the guy, Jamie Queen Seller Mears. I want to shout out to this guy. He has got a Discogs account for all the Queen stuff he was selling on his channel. And apparently he is a collector and a seller of Queen's own work. Because I bought some stuff off him a few months ago off his own Meerkat music, and he is a very decent guy. You try and talk to the guy, he doesn't want to talk. He wants to sell. Because he collects stuff and sells stuff. He's had it in his collection, he sells stuff, and he wants to clean it off. Now, I know for a few weeks ago he was going on about saying that he was needing the money because of other issues that he mentioned, but apparently he doesn't want to say. But everybody has liked his Queen's stuff as well. He's selling all this stuff actually, and he is a brilliant seller on Discogs. He's brilliant. He's also selling stuff on eBay as well, but now eBay is charging a bloody fortune for stuff, which is just a nightmare to do. So yeah, it's cool. Check out his Discogs page for all of his Queen stuff. I recommend to buy off him because his stuff is brilliant. That's where I got that Peter Strecker album from, and I think I got that Roger Taylor's From the Space album and that other one. Treasure and Tears is actually due to come soon. I'll be meaning to get that one, but I haven't had a chance. German Discogs, Meerkat Music. He's absolutely brilliant. He really is a nice guy, but doesn't speak. Very quiet. Yeah. Same goes for speaking of quiet guys, speaking of quiet things, Gary Taylor. I spoke to Gary Taylor. Oh, when? A while back. Yeah. I didn't know that Gary Taylor was the most shyest guy, the quietest guy ever. That's probably why he doesn't like to do interviews and doesn't like to do doesn't like to go into details about it and likes to be all, you know, why share my Queen collection with you guys on YouTube? Well, actually, since he's now started, now that his channel, the Ratio channel on Queen, is now picking up a lot. It is going very well. Again, I don't think the guy goes into a lot of detail about where it was produced and everything, but he should do some more of those videos where he is more talkative. But this is why he doesn't like going out in Q&A sessions and going out and stuff, you know. I mean, I understand why, but I won't get into that conversation because it's his own private life. But having a look at that room, that big room he had with his Queen collection, when Alan was talking to me last week and he says, I'd love to have that room, I'd love to have it. That's a room I want. Yeah, well, especially when he works for Queen, obviously, because he works for Queen for nothing. He gets stuff for free. So he gets it for absolutely free of charge. But every time I keep listening to his voice, I'm thinking it's Mark. Mark was on Pop Quiz a while back now. But yeah, I was convinced that it was him, but it wasn't. It sounded like him, but it wasn't him, obviously. But Gary Taylor's a good guy, but he's very quiet. But I could like that one very quiet as well, wouldn't it? Which is even better. Right, now we're going to do the overview of Queen. Finally getting to this bit now, which is even good. Some bads, some goods, some everything else. So let's just go for this randomly. Right, I think first of all, I'm going to talk about these two books here that I got this year. Yep. And these are the two books that I recommend, but I'm going to get a one which Gary Taylor did a good job, but unfortunately it's not what I recommend as being the best one of the lot, and I will get to that in a minute actually. But first of all, let's talk about the book that I did receive this year, which was this one. This is the one that I freaking love, and I seriously think this is one of the most amazing jobs that whoever did this book is seriously. This is one of the best books that I've had all this year. And it's by Jeff Hudson, and it's called Queen. And I have to tell you that this is my favourite book of the year. This is one of the best books ever come out, with some unseen photographs from the tours. I don't think this was actually done by Gary Taylor or any involvement with Queen. All these pictures in here from the venues are just absolutely incredible. I mean, this is seriously a good book to get, and I do recommend this on. You can get this on Amazon for $5, would you believe? I only paid £5 for this book, would you believe? Which is so cool. But this book is, if I get rid of my Queensville logo for just a minute, that's it. I'll show you the book itself, and so it's always really cool. It's got some great pictures in here of so unseen pictures. I've never seen these pictures before, but I love the way they did these titles out, which was interesting. As it began, We Will Rock You, Staying Power, Who Wants to Live Forever, The Show Must Go On. That's really, really clever how they've done that. But the acknowledgements on the side of it were not given to any involvement with Queen. They just said it was just text by Jeff Hudson, designed by Ross Holder. The research was done by Jennifer Jeffrey and Ben Bonaris. They must work for Renews Features or something like that, which is ITN, probably ITN to work for. But I love the way they've done this book so well. I mean, literally they have. I mean, they've done a good job of this. I mean, you've got chapter 1, As It Began. I mean, that is just very clever. And what they've done is they also put like all the text in from like this one, which is Now I'm Here, which is really an interesting read of Freddie. And I love the way they just did this book so well. I loved it because I love the way they did all the text right, and I love the way they did all the book right, and it was seriously unseen features I've ever seen. But it seriously is one book to really get your hands on. It seriously is brilliant. I didn't do an overview of this book because the fact was at the time I was rushing so much and I did it wrong. But this is my overview. I have to say that if you were to get this book, do get it because the pictures in here are outstanding. Seriously, they are amazing. I have to say that, yeah, we believe Brian's. This is something that I'll bring up now, actually, from the new Queen Forever album. If they do decide to do Queen Forever, please record that song with Brian on the vocal, because I know that song was good on the album, but it didn't work well for the Queen Rogers Rush. But we believe if Brian May can please record that song again with your vocal on it. Wow, it's a good song, actually, that one. I like it, but it wasn't impressed with the album. But some great pictures are coming soon. See, love it. I love this book. Doing all right, which is cool. That's an outtake from the session at Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know if that was Peter Hince's worst ever publicity. I don't know. Tried various photographs, tried various passes with the band, such as one, but it was Mick Rock. Oh, Mick Rock, who flanked Freddie with John on the left, Roger on the right. Brian towering over the behind cover of Queen 2. And Bruce Gow was directing the video. Then you got John Reed and Stuart Taylor. Turn on the TV. Yeah, I actually heard that song. Oh, turn on the TV. The reissue that came out on that Lot album, and it is a lot more livelier on tape. It's a weird song though. It's a very getting their reeds and all that bits going on. What? Very strange. But this book is so serious, sensationally a fantastic book, and you got a great picture full lineup there, by the way, which is really, really good. And where's Taylor? Breakthrough. Seriously, this book is amazing. So if you want to get your hands on this book, get it from Amazon. You can only get it for, I think it's about $5 on Amazon. It is, but it's well worth getting this book because it is seriously fantastic. It's phenomenal. And I got that at the works at Sunderland shop in Sunderland. It was good. So that book there is good. I think the inside jacket as well is it's just got basically that on it as well as the Queen on the side of it. So basically it's just embossed. It's nice as well. It's bloody heavy actually. It's pretty heavier than the Hammer Horror Story, which Alan was getting this book out called The Hammer Horror Story, and you wanted it so bad, and it was a really good book as well. That book there, definitely recommended that one. I recommend that one of the year. One of the worst ones of the year. Worst ones of the year. Well, not one of the worst ones, but one of the not. I do not. I know there's some additional. There's some additional pictures in this one from this Freddie Mercury, the Great Pretender album, the Great Pretender one. This is one of the worst mistakes that they've ever done from this. Should never touch this one. I know that. Well, I mean, my overall opinion about this one, right? I mean, I think that this was a shocking example of how to not to do a book, right? Okay. I mean, my opinion about this one is that this is a copy of that one, the brown one, just there. It is a identical copy in this book. I will say something. I will agree with Chris, and he says it's nice to have, and it's just more condensed. But to recreate this book for the big one that came out with Mercury stamp on it is alright. But this is the thing that I didn't know. This is not the highlighted version. Oh, and you get a free disc with it as well. Do not play that. It is absolutely dreadful disc in it. Dreadful CD. But yeah, but this is the thing. But this book here it's a great read, but there's a lot of different pictures in here compared to the Great Pretender one. I mean, all right, I understand that they messed it up a little bit because they've put it in different sections in the book, but from my point of view, I do think, and if you want to stay safe with the price of it, it's not bad. But the only grasp I've got with it is why the hell they reproduced it from the box set there to this one. I do get the idea that that nobody could buy the box set and it was out of print. I do agree with that idea. But to have it with Mercury's own stamp on the pictures of this one is really, really cool. I mean, there is some pictures that have been identically taken off this Great Mercury's box set. But I do have to say that I do really will say that yeah, it's a good idea to reproduce it. But like I say, I don't see any point why they brought it out. I mean, okay, right, if Queen fans didn't get the box set at the time, it was expensive, then I agree. So if you guys want to buy it, buy it. But this one I would say stay safe with it. But if you guys got the money and want to pay £125 for the longer version of it, the longer version there is better. That one's a lot better than this one. This one's just more chopped. It's more condensed and more really thick. It's not as many pages in. That one's got more like 185 pages in that one. This one's got more for about 90 odd, 140 pages. So you've got more in that book there than this one, and that one's pretty heavier than that one actually. Than that one. But if you want to stay safe and buy that one, buy this one. I'll just say that it's just a waste of time really getting this one because really it was the same as the bloody box set one I've got. I don't need it. But it's sorry for the collection though, I suppose. So I like it. And you'd be thinking, well, why do you always keep going on about it? Why do you always keep going on about it? Because the fact is I already got it, that's why. So you see, now you know. If I have something twice, there's no point having anything twice and just have something once. Thank you. See? The other stuff I recommend is obviously the 40th anniversary of Queen. I'm not going to get that out because I've already done a video on that one, so that was a good video to do. The t-shirt is the Queen of the Greatest t-shirt. I have worn that t-shirt actually. I actually think it was okay. Not the best lot of Queen's thing, but it was all right. I would go for Queen conventions, but I wouldn't wear it like outside of like I was like when I wear my goth stuff and everything. But no. Well, stay safe for that one. It's pretty good. And then the other one, obviously, that I'll get to in a minute is going to be the box set video. The two videos that we are going to reshoot. And it is got to be this one. And since I'll bring it up anyway, my overview of these videos as well. Yeah, I'll bring these up as well. So these are coming up in a minute. You all probably know what they are. They're coming up in a minute. So, have we got any questions tonight? I want to get some questions out the way. I want to see what questions we have. See what we have for this, which is cool. Gary's been saying apparently. No. He says I haven't seen that book. It looks fab. It's the book that's this one, Jeff Hudson. This one, I recommend this one. Loads of pictures in here that I've never seen before. Seriously, it is very good one. Excellent book. Great Pretender. Don't bother if you want to get it. But from my point of view, if Queen fans have already got the solo box set, stick with the solo box set because it's a lot better than that crap one there, on it. Just the same. Yeah, that book's really cool. So Gary, it's really good. It's official anyway. Whatever. Queen Montreal in 2K, ultra high definition. Don't know if it's recommended, but it looks like it's going to go ahead anyway. From it, it's official anyway. Oh, for God's sake! Oh, seriously. I don't know where to start with that. I seriously don't know where to start with that. I am, oh, for God's sake, why are they re-releasing that again? Coming to cinemas in ultra high definition. What? I want to say that that's the worst ever thing that Igor Rock has ever done. What? What? You're going to chop the end off again and slow it down again with the DVD release of it? I had to give up. I give up. I just give up with Igor Rock. I give up with them. Igor Rock, just go away. Please go away. You suck ass. We've already had Rock Montreal out. We've already had the USA DVD. The USA DVD is better than our crap we got out anyway. So I got rid of mine because it was dreadful print. I've got nothing else to say about it. Just, for God's sake, I wish people wouldn't do that. Seriously. Keep it as normal. Don't ever go down the road of Queen. We want to reissue out Rock Montreal. The CD was great. The DVD, just don't buy the DVD. Seriously, the DVD just totally waste of time. Especially since everyone got ripped off at the very end of the DVD, where you couldn't be bothered to put in the end of the where the hat gets thrown on the stage and do that. Bad shocking job at the end of it. But having the exact same print from the USA DVD is, I think the USA DVD is better. And I do have to say that Mark agrees with me on this one. The USA DVD, the Real Rocky DVD USA print, is much better than our crappy version we had, because it was bloody awful. It was a terrible. I mean, how we got ripped off at the very end of the DVD. You should never have done that. I was going to Power Director and decide from Power Director and like put it in a put like no, let's just montage the ending off. We don't want to see the ending of the original credits at the very end of the film. That's why I did it for the UK market, but the USA one's better. Get the USA one; it's much better than the UK one. But if Igor Rock wants to reissue it in the cinemas, why the hell for? Why? Why? That's so stupid. That is so stupid. Why the hell would Igor Rock want to re-release that in cinemas for? So, no point to it. Moving on from that situation anyway, let's move on to something else. Keep your questions coming in, by the way, because that was a good talk. That's stupid people. Speaking of Igor Rock, highlights of the year this year. Highlight of the year. Highlight of the year from my point of view, and I have to say a big thank you to Mark, by the way, who gave me a copy of this, and Chris got it as well. It is best ever version. And I will explain why it's in the sleeve, by the way, in a minute. I have got the Mark purchased the full uncut version of the concert. The unmixed version of the concert. Not this, right? I will explain why it's in the sleeve. Now, as you all know, my gripe about this was obviously I had many people about it, and they said it was a good decision and a bad decision to bring out from Igor Rock's side of it, and it was. And now I can give you an official answer. I will not watch this again. Right? You can sub that version. Remix, terrible sound in it, awful. I replaced the discs of this one, and why on DVD I will explain. Mark bought the uncut version, right? And if you listen here, look, 1992 concert, right? 1992 concert, and extras. Well, the extras were very interesting indeed. Now on the disc, when you give me the disc of it, the extras on it was because he ripped it from DVD, original DVD to another DVD. The extras on it were bloody brilliant. Some alternate takes, some alternate versions, including the 1993 original version of In My Defense, which was very interesting to watch. And me and Chris have got this now, and I can tell you that this is not the cut version. This is not the remixed version. This is not the unedited version. This is the all of the stuff in it. Ripped this to my computer. I seriously love this so much. I love this. This is my fully director's cut version, and I mean, yeah, I can explain why it's in this box, because the fact is that it's better off having something that's in this box for this. I'm very happy to say I do still have a DVD booklet at this point. I did keep. This is well worth having for the collection. So what I did was just basically put my director's cut version of this in here, and then just trashed the discs. I just got rid of the discs altogether. There was no point. There was no point bringing that out and reissuing that on DVD at all. No. Bad mistake. That one's now my genuine article. Uncut version, that one. If you want to buy that version, by the way, add Mark Bryden on his Facebook page, and you'll be able to get your copy of this. He'll do a good deal as well for you. Because if you're a Queen fan, he'll do that for free. I think. Well worth buying that one the rest of the year. The other thing to bring up now, a friend of mine from Holland has got he's been tracking down to try and get, well, he's been tracking down a better quality version of Magic Years, which is the one that's cut on VHS. Yeah, this is not the complete set, by the way. This is not the complete version. Nope. A lot of edits in this one. I can tell you that the worst one of the lot is the second one. I don't like the second one. The first one and the third one's really good. But the Magic Years one, if that had been reissued better on DVD, 4 hours long, with that extra hour of footage on it, which I'm convinced there's a lot of bloody stuff missing out of this VHS version. But there was a lot of these ones going around apparently. Chris has got a version which is he's got a version that's different to this one. This is an alternative version of this one. And he's also got there's a lot of stuff in this. They should have really repackaged this one better. If they had an idea to bring this out on DVD, don't bring out a special feature where you say bonus extra interviews. Put it into the DVD, please. Put it into the DVD. I know this will never ever be released on DVD at all. They won't get it out on DVD because Doro's got to go back and reshoot all the footage for it. They've got to find all the footage for this one, which is very interesting. So the VHS version of this one, I do have to say that Leander's looked for this. He's looked for this one, and he has found a better copy of this apparently, and there's a better bloody print of it as well, which is good. Speaking of Doro, last week me and Chris were watching that documentary, the Freddie Mercury documentary. He absolutely loved it. He's never seen any of that footage ever on that film. He says it's very different, especially maybe Austin behind the scenes at the concert, and that was interesting. But he said that was a great documentary. It was a very good documentary. He says it's never been released. He says it's Doro's on rough print. And he says, and this is the rough print that they've never released. He says it's never been released that. And I says, I tell you what, definitely well worth getting that. Back to what I was saying last week about Brian May's Another World VH1 video. David has got a copy, or Mark's got a copy of that one from VH1, apparently on VHS tape, original, all uncut with all the in it. Now, if he gets me a copy of that on DVD and rips it to DVD, I will upload it for fully uncut on this channel, right? Because nobody else is going to do it. I haven't seen anybody else do that yet. So please get that VH1 one uploaded soon, because I want to see that uncut. You should never ever, whoever uploaded that version, take it off YouTube and just bin it, because you cannot edit stuff out like interviews. You cannot do that. That is seriously not allowed. Because the thing about that VH1, which was done without an audience is one of the best ones I've seen. It's really, really good. And it was actually, and that was filmed and televised on the same day as well. When I think Gavin Taylor, directed it. David Malik directed it. Yeah, really good, that VH1 one, Another World. Can't wait to see that one. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be cool. Right, I've got a few more questions. The Blu-ray version of that will be out again. No, I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. If they're bringing that out, if they're going to bring it out on Blu-ray, that concert, no, that's enough. I mean, I really would love to. I really would like to do something. Right, I really would love to have a conversation with Terry Shand, Jeff Keltman at Eagle Rock Entertainment, and ask them why they trash the DVD so much. Why all this cut business? Why all this? But why bring a box set out of the DVDs in a box set? That's just a waste of time with real uncut, real ripped off VHS print. This world is coming to nothing at all. I mean, that company should suck, to be honest. They are not good at DVDs. They're good at the classic. Look at the classic albums ones, right? Brilliant classic albums ones. I mean, I'm still waiting to see. From what I suggest, this is the ones I suggest that should be out next for the classic album series, right? Tori Amos, Little Earthquakes, right? Is definitely one to get out next, right? For that one. Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, right? 2 good albums indeed. Then you should do the other ones. Let me see. Not Queen was because I've done Queen already. There's a couple of good albums that they should do out in classic albums soon. They should do that one. Definitely do the Tori Amos one. Do the Tori Amos one. Please do that one. Because that is seriously... If you ever heard Tori Amos, right, and Little Earthquakes, you have to realise that is the most important album that she ever made. Ever. Right? And I've got that on my download. I have never heard such a great voice ever in the world of that. It's unbelievable. So it's cool. Oh, information coming up. Just alert here for all the Queen fans. Apparently, Roger and Brian are going to be on Radio 2 this Friday. Whoa, good stuff. And they're going to be live on Radio 2. They don't know what show it's going to be on, but Radio 2 this Friday, Brian and Roger will be on. I don't know what show is it on, by the way? Is it on the morning show? Oh, breakfast show. That's a 7:30 show. With Terry Rogan. No, it's not Terry Rogan anymore. Chris Evans. I think Chris Evans is doing it now, actually. So they're on Radio 2. Ooh, I wonder what for. If someone can record that audio, upload it to YouTube. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Gary. That's the first for you guys. So I'll tell you again that Brian and Roger will be on Radio 2 this Friday at 7:30 in the morning, live. Because I think they're discussing about the new Queen Forever album. I hope they do. Good information that is. So we'll be tuning into that actually on Friday morning. And so as well. Well, actually, this is something I will bring. This is what was taught at Radio, by the way. Rockshire is going to bring back the Magic 1152 Crazy Dave. Crazy Dave. Crazy Dave Campbell and Anna Foster are coming back onto the show on next week. Whenever Rockshire Live comes back, obviously, because I haven't attempted to do Rockshire Live yet because I've just been so busy. But yeah, that's interesting. That it's yeah. So anyway, but yeah, Rockshire Live is going to be really. And a great thing to re-boosting kind of bit and stuff. Yeah, and by the way, I just a little update of that thing again. Just one more update of that Ustream business. I've managed to now sort out the player, by the way, and since I've now sort of started all the screen issues and stuff, Now you can able to watch Rock Show live on YouTube. So actually, YouTube's still going to go ahead. So luckily, it's doing its job. It's cool. Right, we're going to take a break for a few minutes. After that, I'll come back and then we'll do some more overviews of Queen, and then we'll have some more Q&A. And hopefully, at the time I get this done, Alan should be joining us as well on the show. So as I see you back here in 5 minutes, and until then, I will leave you in the dark with. I will see you guys later on. See you guys in about 5 minutes. Welcome back to part 2 of Queensville live on YouTube. Welcome back. It's foggy out there tonight. It is very foggy indeed. All we've had this week is fog, literally. The misty fog stuff going on. We're doing an overview of Queen tonight on Queensville, and also going to take your questions as well live. We've been saying before about this horrendous new version of Eagle Rock. Eagle Rock, seriously, Eagle Rock, you need to get a life. Seriously. Oh, please. Oh. Why reissue a goddamn concert on the cinemas? Oh. Oh. So annoying. Anyway. Moving on from that on, we're going to hurry now to the rest of our review. The Queen. Those ones are ready. Those are good. Right. Now, moving on now to the... Yes, moving on now to more information now for you guys. Keep your questions coming in, by the way, because I want some questions tonight. So we'll do questions about Harvest 8. So get your questions in. I don't care what questions they are. We need questions tonight. Last year's Queensville was really good last week, so we'll do that. If you guys had the previous video, by the way, so watch that video live. This is better. Okay, right now, I'm now going to overview. You've seen previously on Queensville the overview of Jessica Soto. I can't stop talking about that guy so much, and he's absolutely fantastic. And yes, unfortunately, the end has well, actually, one thing I can tell you is that this is still available on his website for a limited time only, limited time. So you've got to be careful. If you're buying this one, you'll have to get your hands on this as soon as possible, because after that, that's it. They'll have no more runs of this one, and it is obviously going to be this guy, the Queen concert, 2003. I cannot stop talking about this goddamn thing. Jim Jenkins there. It's like seeing Queen live again. Jeff is not a front man to sing these songs. He is absolutely the best DVD that I think is seriously awesome. Now, I have been meaning, and you guys will stop me for what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to include the bonus feature, which is a complete concert with the I can't do the complete concert because it's already on YouTube anyway. But the quality on that one's terrible. But I will be including the highlights of the Sunday night concert. Apparently, it was only exclusively available to the fans. One of the best concerts that I love. This concert, without a doubt, for all Queen fans. You must get this goddamn set. I don't care how many times I have watched this so many times. I love the concert. I love the audio concert. There's also a hidden feature on this that I didn't know till I researched it out. Is a deleted scene on this where Jeff going out on stage and apparently he won't take his trousers off. That should have been in the DVD actually, because that would be better. I think it's after the Spread Your Wings one. I think it is. Oh no, actually I think it was after the medley. There goes Am to Fall. That one I think we definitely should have kept that in as a bonus feature. But Gary should have put that in as a feature on the DVD. But this concert, forget all the tribute artists out there, forget all the tribute ones. This is the guy who should be Queen. Put that on there. Oh, the book's falling on the floor. I said before, yeah, the Queen, the Jessica Soto, the concert is still available on his website. But if you want to purchase on his website, I would just be very careful because there's limited supplies on you going with this one now. I don't know how many supplies are left of this one, but I have been told that he's only doing limited ones. So you can forget the tribute artists that went up there. Get this concert. Just get it. It is serious. You won't be disappointed over this guy because seriously, he does the singing on Bohemian Rhapsody is brilliant. The highlights on it, I'd say, medley's fantastic. Just the whole lot really is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible. You really need to get yourself get this DVD because if there had been another chance, Gary Shutt from Shut Up Productions, please if you can get that extra hour concert thing, the acoustic concert, get that out, please. Because Hampton Fall is cool on that. The version of Hampton Fall he does on that one is brilliant. The acoustic version. So all I'll do is I will try and upload this because this is not being uploaded on YouTube at all, and I can't find it on YouTube. So I'll upload the extras of this onto YouTube, which shouldn't be a problem because I'm now a YouTube partner, which is cool. So if you want a good night, of just Queen's party. Here's a message. By the way. The next Queen's Day event, right? Queen's Day. I know last year's Queen's Day was bloody dreadful. It was awful. Well, next year, Queensville's Queen's Day event 8. I hope that God is better than last year's Queen's Day event. Yeah, I'm going back to Queen's Day's event. Would you believe? Yeah. If it improves. If you have plans at the Queen's Day event to do next Queen's Day event, please get this goddamn concert ripped. Instead of using bloody Windows Media Player, which was crap anyway, get it powered to Direct TV. Get this concert played onto the screen. I don't care. Get it sorted. Because apparently I'm going back to the Queen's Day event next year, and I just hope next year is better than last year. So last year was just dreadful. Last year it was embarrassing to say the least. Anyway, moving on from that one, I was just saying before about We Will Rock You, the UK print. The UK print that came out. I don't recommend the UK print. I recommend this version. Now, I have been requested from Mark to do a comparison video. And by the way, if you're wondering if the stream's gone off, it's because the streams are going to we're dropping the streams at the moment, so this part may be correct. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just stop for a minute. Right. Okay, we're back. Before I go any further, if you've seen the stream going a bit weird and it's crushing a little bit, it's because the fact is that Expert is make it all go whoop-de-doo. My broadband is not good tonight, I'm afraid. It's good to see it in HD though, which is cool. Right. So, if I was saying before, Real Rock You DVD that came out this year. I have been promised by Mark to upload some of the footage from this one to comparison it to the HD version of it, the ending of the credits on it. And you'll see a comparison video of this one coming up soon. Now, I'm very happy to say that I will do that because it's really interesting. And I'm also going to do a little bit of comment in it as well because it's going to be cool for the video. So you'll see the ending of that one and the ending of Real Rocky Montreal. Or you should never title that one and paste the titles on the top of the bloody screen. Stupid people. Yeah, should never done that. But that one is definitely recommended. That one, the full version of that one, which is even better for it and stuff. Right, as I said before, guys, I'm sorry about the stream. It's crashing. I know for a fact this is going off and on. I don't know what it is. It just seems to be acting very strange. I've got some issues with YouTube. I don't know whether this is going to work. It just keeps crashing for some reason. Why is that? Your stream quality may be affected. That isn't the issue. I don't know why. It should be working fine. Oh. My network's going a bit weird tonight. I don't know why. It's acting very strange. So if you've been why it's freezing and why it's going all this freezing business, it's because the fact is it's just the stream going a bit weird. But so you'll go give me, and it'll go, and then that's why you see. So don't worry about it. It's fine. Right. So since we are affected now by the broadband issues, which is terrible, we're going to be here for another few minutes. So let's see what else is happening in the world of Queen's side of it. Yeah. Since this is Queen's thing, what I'm going to do in the next video is oh, actually, sorry, I was something to do these things. We've got these here for some reason. Books wise, I do recommend one book. I mean, these two books here, right? Right, okay, right, fair enough. This one, I get this one. In his life in his own words. Greg Brooks and Sam Lupton did this one. I do say this book is absolutely brilliant. It's really, really good. It's a very short book though, but it's it chronicles his life and his whole career and stuff. With some pictures that is which again, some pictures I've never seen before in this book. But it's well worth noticing that it is really well worth checking this book out. This book is really good. So in like its own words, check that book out. It's really, really good. And it's very, very complimentary best book. I recommend that one as well for it. I'm afraid I'm going to have to finish this Queensville a little bit early now, because the fact is that we're having issues with broadband, I'm afraid, and my broadband's going stupid. So that's it for tonight on Queensville. I'm sorry this has been short, but we started earlier. We're finishing earlier now. The next Queensville event will not be on now until after January, because I have now going to finish Queensville for a bit. Live sessions will be back after Christmas now, because I'm taking a 3-month break now from Queensville's live issues. And don't forget, this Sunday it will be the live discussion. Your decision counts. And what this program is, the Your Decision Counts one, this Sunday, 4 o'clock on YouTube. And if you guys can't see the stream, by the way, I will re-record this for the purposes of this video. On YouTube on Sunday, we're doing a live one-off event for an hour from 4 o'clock. And it's going to be Your Decision Counts. What it means is that we have to have a decision by this Sunday. Do we keep the videos or do we delete them? And I'm talking about the videos from the playlist that we did a few years ago. So be here on Sunday, 4 o'clock. It will be one of the most important things that we need to know. We need to know by this Sunday. The live event will happen at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It will be basically, it's your decision to have, and the event is posted on here, but we need your decision by Sunday. And by 5 o'clock comes, when that time comes to 5 o'clock, we will then be, do we remove the videos? Do we keep the videos? Because after that, we will take them off and you'll never see them again. And then we will retackle them better and do them better for ourselves. We need to know by this Sunday, your decision counts. Right? Special debate going to be happening on YouTube this weekend. So please do tune in for that. It's going to be really cool. And I mean, all subscribers that tune into this one, you can either be here for the event or you can either watch the event afterwards. But that event will stay for about it will stay on for about a week. After that, we're going to decide whether to take them off or not, because there's going to be something that we need to have a decision by you guys from that thing. Right, well, I'm afraid that's it for tonight. Sorry it couldn't go on a bit longer than that. This is some broadband issues that actually fucking up my bloody computer, which is so stupid. Bloody Virgin Media, sort it out, please. So ridiculous. So, apart from that, this is the last Google event of the year. And thank you to everybody tuning in for the Google events, by the way. I've really enjoyed it. I'll be back on after Christmas with another Google event in January. Beginning of January, we're going to have a bit more fun in January. Loads more stuff happening with me, with Rock Show Live coming up next week. A few shows this weekend. First Saturday show is going to come back as well, which is going to be cool. So expect a lot of Rock Show Live coming up this week. It's going to be really interesting. And also we're going to do back Pop Quiz as well. Pop Quiz is back on the show. And a lot of interesting things that I won't spoil you, but if you want to watch Rock Show Live, links are down here on this video, by the way, to watch Rock Show Live on the page. You can still watch it live on Ustream, but you'll have to put out the player on Ustream to watch it on Facebook. That's the only way you can do it now, because apparently otherwise I'll be paying $100 for the player, which is just a pain in the ass to use for it. So apart from that, there'll be a few more videos coming up just before Christmas time, and then we will be getting your decision counts will be this Sunday for the final event for it as well. Anyway, that's it for me tonight, guys. Have a great Christmas, have a great New Year, and I will see you guys back here at the very beginning of next year, which is going to be cool. And until then, have a safe journey and goodbye. Good night, guys.